Hey, bro. So I've been out of the loop for a while. I have not been doing very well. I'm doing better now. I don't remember what I've told you. I don't remember anything from your last video. So I'm going to wing it, and this will probably be rather short, but anyway, where to start? 2.5 weeks ago, my buddy Jeff, who I've spent almost every day with in the last 2 years, at least half an hour or so, each day. We were working, well, on a Tuesday night 2.5 weeks ago, he drank too much. He didn't tell me this until later, of course. Wednesday, he and I were working. I used to work with him, for him, whatever. Doing carpentry and handyman stuff. It was a lot of fun. We worked together well. Got a lot of compliments to get about how well we worked together, and we always joked and had fun. So anyway, Wednesday we were working. I'm refinishing and redoing this guy's front door, and Jeff was working painting windowsills and touching them up and fixing them and stuff. And he didn't feel very well, so he went over by the garage and vomited. And he came back and told me that there's this black shit, and he thought it was coffee grounds, but he thought it was a little weird because he drinks coffee every morning for 20 years and has never vomited that before. But anyway, I wasn't quite at a stopping point, so he rested in his truck. I finished up pretty quickly and we left. I gave him a healing. That evening. The next morning he didn't feel well. He felt about the same, maybe slightly worse. So we didn't go to work, which was fine with me. I really needed the time to get ready to go to Cincinnati. So that, I think late that afternoon, I gave him another healing. I did this thing called Quantum Touch. I think I've told you about that, but I don't remember for sure. Anyway, trying to adjust this thing a little bit. Be here. There, that looks better. And if I haven't told you about Quantum Touch, ask me and I'll tell you about it in the next video. So anyway, Friday morning, I gave him another healing and I left, started driving. Actually, Friday I was driving down to Denver, spent the night with a friend and his wife. We had a great dinner and stuff. Just before dinner, well, several times just before dinner and once or twice after dinner, I texted him and got no response, which I figured he's probably sleeping or something because he's not always real responsive. Well, I woke up Saturday morning and I sent him a text and didn't hear from him. I was pretty sure something was wrong. And apparently Friday afternoon, late Friday afternoon, the landlord saw him vomiting blood and called an ambulance and they rushed him to the hospital. And I think he went into a coma that night and never came out. Late on Saturday afternoon, I finally found out that he was in the hospital, and I called and they wouldn't tell me shit. Blah blah blah. But anyway, he had severe liver failure and he was on life support. His will and medical staff said not to be on life support. So when the attorney finally found all the paperwork and showed it to the hospital, they took him off of life support and he died. But he wasn't going to make it anyway, even if he'd been on life support for 2 years, because his liver was just shot. He was an alcoholic. He admitted it. Didn't want to do anything about it, but he admitted he was. So that really, really, really shook me up. And I got back here Tuesday, about a week after he died, close to a week after he died. And Jeff was living with his sister. They had a 2-bedroom place, separate bedrooms. No nepotism. Not nepotism, whatever the word is. I'm not totally with it. Anyway, so she was really shook up. And her son arrived a week ago yesterday, I guess it was. And he's been helping her clean out the apartment and took all of Jeff's tools out of the garage and out of the house into a storage unit, and all his guns and survival food and all his other stuff. Put it all in a storage unit. And probably one day this week, he's going to take her back to British Columbia. And all of this is against Jeff's wishes, but he never changed his will. The will's like 5 years old. So Jeff was going to give me the tools. He's going to let me use his garage. He was going to do a bunch of stuff, if anything ever happened to him. So we got like 2 or 3 projects in progress that I don't know if I'm going to be able to do them because I don't have the tools. So we'll see. Anyway, so that's all the bad news. Things with Mary are going pretty well. I qualify that because first time I went there and I was there for 4 days and it was great. This time the first about 4 days were good. And she had a bunch of shit that was getting activated from her dad. And he had died early and a bunch of shit. That surfaced and her kids were guilting her. Because the last day I was there was Mother's Day and they were saying, oh, you're choosing him over us, blah, blah, blah. Well, they were invited over and they just don't want to meet me yet. They're not ready to meet me. Fuck that. Well, yeah. But anyway, she caved in and she was feeling guilty, and so she took the kids and they went up to see her mother. And because of this funk I've been in and stuff, we haven't really had a chance to even talk about it or resolve it. But other than that, the relationship's going really, really well. Lots of fun, laughter, action. So, what else? I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do for money. I was counting on working with Jeff all summer long. We did last summer and made a ton of money. So I'm in dire straits at the moment. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that, but I'll figure out something. So anyway, that's the quick summary of what the fuck's going on with me. I hope you're doing well. Are you moved in completely into your office building or above it? Anyway, let me know how you're doing. Sorry for the delay, but now you know why. Love you, bro. Hope to see you soon. Bye.